We talked about ABC and Fox News's reaction to President Obama going on Zach Galifianakis' online show Between Two Ferns, a completely satirical comedy show to participate and to promote healthcare.gov. And it actually led to record visitors to the healthcare.gov website. And they were very critical. Does it damage the presidency? What does it do to the dignity of the office? Bill O'Reilly opened his show with an attempted takedown of President Obama's appearance on Between Two Ferns. And his argument was that it's a sign of desperation, and also that Abraham Lincoln never would have appeared on Funny or Die. Let's take a look at the video. Let's listen to the audio. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because the crazy train is pulling out of the station.
Using comedy to promote Obamacare, that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. 2 weeks ago, before Putin invaded the Crimea, President Obama did an interview with comedian Zach Galifianakis on a website called Funny or Die. The interview was a farce, and some believe it was demeaning. I mean, I'm all for PR, and if Carney wanted to go on Funny or Die, fine. But the President of the United States? All I can tell you is Abe Lincoln would not have done it.
Of course, Abraham Lincoln wouldn't have been in a comedy video on the internet. They didn't have videos, and they didn't have the internet.
Yeah, this is, and how can you say, this is like the I knew what the founding fathers meant type argument, right?
Right.
It's like, oh, I know what they would have done. I know what they were thinking. I know all about these men.
Here's the funniest part about this. Even if we were to say it's relevant whether or not Abraham Lincoln would participate, who, by the way, who cares? Who cares if Abraham Lincoln would have gone on Zach Galifianakis' show or not? It doesn't seem at all like this is something Abraham Lincoln would have avoided. In fact, historian Harold Holzer, this is so funny, who's his Lincoln scholarship has been recognized by presidents of both parties. He's written something like, I don't know, a dozen or more dozens of books about Abraham Lincoln. He said, I will tell you, this is amazing. I will tell you, Abraham Lincoln would go on Between Two Ferns in a second. He went in the reeds. He played whatever was the most modern, most cunning, most unthinkable, unprecedented way to get his message across in a day where there were no press conferences, no culture for press conferences. 46 books on Lincoln he has authored. It seems pretty clear to me that actually Abraham Lincoln, not that I care, would have gone on Between Two Ferns or its equivalent at the time. Remember that Bill O'Reilly at one point had a best-selling book based on Lincoln. He is tangentially, ostensibly, a Lincoln historian, and he actually got this point, which is an irrelevant point. Okay, forget about the fact that it's irrelevant, completely wrong. How funny does it get?
Pretty absurd, and I think most presidents would go on the show. We talked about how much publicity it got and how well it worked and accomplished what the president wanted it to accomplish. And that's the whole point.
Subscribe to our channel, new videos every day. Forget about boring corporate media. Click below to subscribe.